What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So it's that time of the week. It's time for the weekly rotation. For those of you that haven't seen a video in a few days, you can see behind me looks a little bit different. We're packing up. We're moving in about 3 weeks. So pretty excited about that. So a lot of the collection, a good chunk of it, has been packed. There is stuff I'm leaving out to make content with and to wear and all that good stuff. But we've got some variety this week. Some new stuff to the collection. Some stuff I've been wanting to get. Some surprising stuff. Some classics. Some absolute classics, in my opinion. Just a lot of really good stuff this week. It's week number 186 in the rotation, so stay tuned. Starting on Sunday, we have one that's pretty much a hype beast. It's a 2023 release from one of the it brands in the last year, which is Lattafa. This is a clone of Parfums de Marly Sedley called Maahir Legacy. So this is in the silver bottle. I have to angle it like that because it's a mirror finish for you to see the name of the fragrance, but it has the horse head and all that good stuff. So the way I look at this one is it's just a more spicy, peppery spiced version of Sedley. So you get the citrus, you get the minty freshness, you get the creamy tone to it. That lavender's a little creamy. Very spiced. Like I said, like a peppered spice. A little bit of greens. There's some ambroxan in here, some woods. Ultra versatile, and the quality's pretty good. I understand why there's a lot of love for this one. A lot of you watching this recommended that I check this out. You want to hear my thoughts. I will be doing a full review in the next few days on this one. I've been spending time with it, and I'm impressed. I have to say this is one of the best fragrances they've put out this year alongside Body Out Oud Sublime. I think that's the best release Lattafa's put out in 2023. But this is definitely good. Performance is well above average. I wouldn't call it a beast in any way, shape, or form, nor is Sedley a beast in any way, shape, or form, but very present, pretty long-lasting, and pronounced. Versatility. If you're looking for something super versatile in the sub-$40 price point, you're probably going to want to check this one out. Again, it's Lattafa Maahir Legacy. Then when I got the shower, it was time to shave, so I grabbed my Zaharoff Signature Tabac Shave Set. This is the Splash, and of course I gave myself some sprays of the fragrance. Beautiful aromatic tobacco, a bit leafy. There's booze, there's sweetness, there's woods, there's smoke. There's a lot of things going on here. Kind of a love letter to good tobacco fragrances. Quality, fun fact, made with real tobacco oils. Just an absolutely lovely fragrance. One of the most popular from the house for good reason. Super masculine while still being super versatile. When it comes to tobacco fragrances, this is one of the more versatile offerings out on the market. So definitely get a sample and check this one out if you haven't yet. You can get one from the link down below with 10% off. Just get a sample and try it out. Who knows? Might be bottle worthy for you. Might not be. But out the shower, I had a good shave. Was a Zaharoff Signature Tabac. Moving into Monday, this is one that I haven't reached for in quite some time. I did a review on it late last year. It's a release from last year, and it's my second favorite version of Club de Nuit Intense Man. This is from Armaf. This is Club de Nuit Intense Man Parfum Pure Perfume. It's 150 ml. I've had some people tell me it's exactly the same as the limited edition Parfum. You people are crazy. That's right, I said it here on video. You're crazy. It's not the same fragrance. This is more of a candied lemon, very earthy, moist, damp, earthy type of fragrance, whereas the limited edition Parfum is basically the same fragrance as the Eau de Parfum. Maybe that's what you meant to say. Those are virtually identical from what I understand, because I don't have the Eau de Parfum. That's one of the few versions I don't have. Limited edition Parfum is still my favorite, but this is a close second. Big 150 ml bottle. Like I said, you still get that lemon, but it's kind of like this patchouli smell, which I don't even remember patchouli being in there. You have the smokiness, you have all the fruity tones. With a really good sillage, I can see some people loving this version, and I can see some people hating this version. I think it's probably the most polarizing 50-50 split of the Club de Nuit Intense versions. Not really flankers, because it's all the same fragrance, reworked with different oil concentrations and such. You still get all the birch, still get all that smokiness. I get a little bit more rose, floral tone out of this one. Not as much vanilla or musk as I do in, say, the Eau de Toilette or the limited edition Parfum. But, you know, if you're into this fragrance in general, this one's worth trying. You can get, it's like $50 or something like that for a big 150 ml. It will last you. It will last. Super long lasting, speaking of how it will last you. Not the loudest The EDT, if you're looking for the loudest one that's going to grab attention, you're going to want the Eau de Toilette. It is the brightest, strongest projecting version of Club de Nuit Intense Man. But if you want something that's a little bit more subdued but super long lasting and very rich because it's a higher oil concentration and you like earthy tones, you might want to check this one out. During the day, Club de Nuit Intense Man Parfum Pure Perfume. We come up with these crazy long names. Then out the shower, one of my favorite cheapies of all time, one of my favorite to wear out the shower. This is Abercrombie & Fitch First Instinct Together. I have multiple bottles of this. It was nice to reach for it. It's been a while. So it smells like, some of you have heard me say this so many times, I'm like a broken record for some of you, I get it. Invictus Aqua, check the color scheme, mixed with YSLY Eau de Toilette, the original formula, mixed with the original First Instinct. I don't get all the melon of the original First Instinct, but I definitely get the aquatic tone, a little bit of the lactonic feel that it has. It's very grapefruit dominant, super sharp, zesty. It's very synthetic. Don't get me wrong, it doesn't smell expensive, but it's very aquatic, sharp and metallic, musky, and it will pull some compliments. Out in the air, this stuff's beautiful. I'm a huge fan. Like I said, I have 100 ml, I have another 50 ml, and I think I got another 50 ml on top of that. This is one of the best cheapies I've ever smelled. I love it. When it was popping up all the time at the rack stores, I bought a few bottles to make sure I always have plenty, because I do wear it, as you can see by the dent. Haven't reached for it in a while. It was nice to spray this one. This is really, really good stuff. I would encourage you, if you see this one pop up at the rack stores, 20, 30 bucks, safe blind buy. Roll the dice on it. If you like any of the fragrances I listed that it's kind of a blend of, you'll probably like it. Just know it does smell cheap. It's synthetic. It's sharp and synthetic, but out in the air, man, magnificent stuff. Out the shower, Abercrombie & Fitch First Instinct Together. Moving into Tuesday, one of the top releases of the year. I don't just say that because he's my friend, because it's just a phenomenal fragrance. It is Zaharoff Signature CoCoLoCo on back order currently. The first batch sold out in a week. That was not foreseen. So a second batch had to be made. You have to meet, when there's that level of demand, you have to fill more bottles. You just don't have a choice. So with this one, you get that bowl of fruit smell, a lot of pear and juicy clementine. It's not heavy on the coconut, so you're not going to get much of a sunscreen type of feel from it. Even though it's centered around coconut flesh as the actual note, it's not overwhelming coconut. It's a little on the creamy side. It's a sweet smell because you do have a little bit of vanilla here. Blonde cedar dominates the base of this with some musk. You have some florals to kind of counterbalance to where it's not too woodsy. It's never a real flowery scent. And the cardamom, that's the main star in the top because it adds this bright, vibrant, spicy tone that really livens up this bowl of fruits type of thing that it has going in the top. Definitely lasts a long time, not overwhelmingly powerful in projection. Noticeable, but not overwhelming. I've never sprayed it heavy either, so I mean, I'm the moderate spray type in the 5 to 7 spray range. 7 sprays, I think it's plenty of this fragrance. If you have it, enjoy it. If you put your pre-order in for the back order for the second batch, coming soon from what I understand, but it was definitely a joy to wear. I've been wearing it pretty much once a week during the day. Zaharoff Signature CoCoLoCo. Then we're at the shower. This is typically a little bit more powerful than I like lounging around out the shower in the evenings, but I was just in the mood for it. Davidoff Cool Water, Grapefruit and Sage. One of the limited edition flankers from the last few years that I'm just a humongous fan of. It's a simple scent, but it's a really good scent. Super versatile too. Grapefruit and Sage, as it was indicate, the way the sage comes across, I get musk, I get aromatic, I get fresh and spicy, I get a little bit of woodsy. The grapefruit is not an acidic and sharp grapefruit, it's more of a creamy grapefruit. Great performer. I get like 8 hours out of this with 2 hours of really good projection. Underappreciated. You can get this $30 or less for a 4.2 ounce bottle. Even from discounters online, you can get around 25, 30 bucks. It's worth grabbing. If you like blue fragrances or typically enjoy cool water flankers, this one's kind of a must-have in my personal opinion. I'm a humongous fan of this one. This is one of my favorite versions they've ever put out. Good stuff. Like I said, it's a simple fragrance, but it's a really, really good simple fragrance. Out the shower, Davidoff Cool Water, Grapefruit and Sage. Moving into Wednesday, the brand reached out to me not long ago and offered this fragrance to me, and I looked into it and I said, wow, that sounds like a very tropical, marine-themed fragrance that I would really enjoy. Sure, send it my way. We're talking about from Loumari Perfume. It's called Porthole. So tropical niche right here, very tropical fruit, like a beautiful mango passion fruit type of tone. There's a salt and iodine accord that offers this breezy saltwater, like sea breeze feel to the fragrance. Look at that beautiful atomizer. Man, I really dig this. It does lean a little feminine, so I could see some guys being like, oh, that's too feminine for me. It smells girly. It's fantastic. It's very airy, lasts a long time on my skin, and the quality is really good. Iodine. I would have never thought that. That just surprised me when I saw that in the notes. And it's not too salty. It definitely smells of quality. Interesting name, very nautical theme, but very breezy beach type of feel, more so than a marina launching a boat. Like, I would think it would be much more woodsy, maybe a kelp, seaweed type of feel, would be a little bit more bitter. Like, as far as the actual theme, that's kind of more what I would think, but this is just so lively, bright, fun, and airy, but still lasts a long time. It lasted all the way through my shower, which was like 10 hours at that point when I took a shower, and it was still going. The sillage is actually really good on this one for as airy of a fragrance as it is. You never not smelling yourself, basically, is how you can look at it. I know it's a double negative, but that's kind of the case. There was never a situation where I couldn't make certain movements and get at least a light whiff of it to remind me it's still there. So this one continues to impress me. This one's going to stay in the rotation, at least on the rotation table for a while. Even after I move, it's going back on the rotation table, because the rotation table is always going to be a thing. So definitely enjoying this one, so much so that I gave myself another 2 sprays out the shower, so I didn't wear any other fragrances this day. All day long, I was enjoying Loumari Porthole. Moving into Thursday, I am so happy to have a bottle of this fragrance now. I have a collaboration review coming up with FragranceNet. They did send this my way. I picked this one out because I have been wanting it, and I looked at it as this is my opportunity. So, Aventus Cologne. This is better than Aventus, and I love Aventus. I have a ton of fragrances that smell like it. And I know some of you are going to ask about my batch. It's a 2020 batch. I got very lucky. Let me get it to focus. There you go. You can see on the end, 20D01. It's a 2020 batch. It lasted all day until I took my shower. It has the old plastic caps before they did the metal caps. This is before the last buyout, not the most recent. This is 2 buyouts ago, this bottle. So the thing came out in 2019, so it's understated how spicy this fragrance is. I get a lot of the ginger. Of course, I get plenty of the orange and the citrus and all that good stuff. It's beautiful. And it's not as smoky as Aventus, but you still have the birch here. It still smells like Aventus. And a fresher version, but a more fresh, spicy, and musky version. Because I get more musk out of this than I do Aventus. I get a lot more vetiver. Woody vetiver and musky as it dries, but the star of the show for me is ginger. I get a lot of ginger out of this. I would take this 10 times out of 10 over the original Aventus. And like I said, I have so many fragrances, including a 19S11 100 ml batch of Aventus. I love the Creed Aventus scent profile. Personally, for me and my wearing experience, it's a joy to wear. This is superior. Performance on this is actually no slouch either. For being the Cologne flanker, it's not a weaker fragrance. I get at minimum the same performance I get out of my 19S11 batch. Easily got 8 hours out of this one. 2 hours, it was non-stop smelling myself. And then light whiffs after that. So performance is no slouch on this one whatsoever. This is a must try. If you like Aventus, yeah, there's some redundancy here. It's a flanker to Aventus, I understand. But if you really like Aventus, you owe it to yourself to experience this fragrance, because you may feel the way I feel, where it's just superior. I would gladly take this over the original. It's just so good. So happy to have it. Full review coming soon. I had a carded sample back in 2019 when it came out, so it's not my first time smelling it. It's just been a few years, and I'm super happy to have this. So during the day, Creed Aventus Cologne. So glad I have a bottle now. Then we got out the shower. I've been meaning to wear this. It was nice to spray it on. Bvlgari Man Wood Neroli. So if you like Neroli, this is an easy addition to your collection. Woody, full of Neroli, and very fresh and spicy at the same time. My wife's on a Neroli kick right now. Anything that smells heavy of Neroli, she's been enjoying. She's been spraying. She has a clone, the Dossier clone of Neroli Portofino. She's been spraying the hell out of that lately. We have Neroli Canvas, which that's my favorite cologne. I have so many ways to smell of Neroli. Acqua di Neroli from Menegildo Zegna. Tongue twister, couldn't get that out. We're fans of Neroli in this household. And right now we've both been on a kick. And because she got on the kick for Neroli before I did, I've been smelling it so much, I was like, hey, I want to wear some of my Neroli fragrances. So this one was sitting on the rotation table. I've been saying I wanted to wear it. And it was an absolute joy to wear. Like I said, if you like bright, white, soapy, orange flower smell with some spices and a soft, woody tone, this is an easy addition to your collection. Just beautiful. Just beautiful. One of the best flankers they've ever put out. Out the shower, Bvlgari Man Wood Neroli. Moving into Friday. It's been quite a busy couple of days, as you can imagine, with all the packing and still doing all my normal routine content, going to the gym, all these different things that I do during the day. On top of all this packing and getting ready for the move, I just wanted something I didn't have to think about that's just easygoing, joy to smell, just dumb reach kind of stuff. That is where DIOR Homme 2020 really shines. You don't have to think about this fragrance. You just spray it. Doesn't matter what you're wearing, what the temperature is. Always somebody flying by. Doesn't matter what's going on. This will work. This is as versatile as they come. If you like softwood fragrances, there's no reason to not at least try this one. Hyper versatile. Yes, it's full of ISOE Super. That used to be a turnoff a bit for me because it's so much of it. But I've grown to enjoy ISOE Super more and more over the years because I did a review off of a sample, and I've had the official 10 ml bottle, the little mini bottle that's a dabber. You literally unscrew the cap and the stem is the dabber. I've had that for years and years and years. So I reviewed it a long time ago when it first came out. The Q1 of 2020, I reviewed it. And we're in Q2, getting close to Q3 of 2023. It's been a long time since I've reviewed it, but it was nice to add the 50 ml bottle. It's been a while since I've sprayed it. It was nice to wear it because, like I said, if you're in a pinch and you don't want to think about it, like, what should I wear today? I'm going to be doing this. I'm wearing that. You don't want to put any thought into it, and it just doesn't matter. You just spray. You're going to smell good. It's going to work. You might get a compliment. It's just easy to just run with. It's like the poster child for it. During the day, DIOR Homme 2020. Then I got the shower. I'm getting so close to finishing this bottle. It's kind of going to be my go-to out the shower here before I move. My goal is to finish this bottle before I move in 3 weeks. And I'm going to do it. It's Tommy Cologne by Tommy Hilfiger. So at the recording of this, I wore this last night. I'm going to wear it out the shower again tonight. But I just love this. This is 90s in a bottle. This is one of my 5 favorite fragrances of all time. This is the first fragrance as a kid that I ever wanted, that I ever asked my parents to get me a gift set for Christmas. I remember I got that Tommy Hilfiger duffel bag. It came with the shower gel and an aftershave splash. It was either 5th grade or 6th grade. That's how long I've been into fragrances. This wasn't my first bottle of cologne ever, but it was the first one I actively wanted. I wanted this fragrance. And I've been through, this is going to be bottle number 6, I believe, that I've been through in my lifetime. I have another 30 ml that's sealed and a 50 ml that's sealed, so it's not like I need to run out and buy a bottle. I just need to finish this one. And got like 4 or 5 ml left in this bottle, and I'll finish it. So out the shower on Friday. For those of you that don't know the scent profile, very bitter green, fresh, a little bit of citrus. There's a zest to it. It's like grapefruit, this cactus note. There's a berries type of feel. It's woodsy. It's a little powdery. It's 90s in a bottle. It smells like a bottle of 90s cologne, I guess, for lack of a better term. Out the shower, Tommy by Tommy Hilfiger. Then finally on Saturday, what I'm wearing right now, I have 4 sprays around my neck. It has not calmed down. I will be doing a full review in the next few days. I am loving this. It's supposedly a clone of YSL Baby Cat. I really need to try Baby Cat because the clone's phenomenal. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce it because I just can't. From Paris Corner, Rifaaqat. I'm sure it sounds goofy every time I try to say it, so I'll just show it on screen for you guys. This is resinous, warm and spicy. The vanilla you get from the start, and it's never too much, but very present. This is gorgeous on skin. I loved it. It was my favorite in the fragrance haul for the first impressions, but the wearing experience trumps it greatly. This is special. This is arguably the best fragrance I've ever smelled from Paris Corner. If not, it's one of the maybe 2 or 3 best I've ever smelled from the house. The quality's really good here. The performance is really, really good. 4 sprays. I've been smelling myself for hours. Every time I move certain ways, I get a nice whiff of it. It's masculine, but not too masculine. I think ladies can enjoy this one just as much. Just to give you guys an idea, top notes, elemi, pink pepper, and black pepper. Notes on the back of the bottle. Heart is saffron and olibanum, so plenty of frankincense. Base notes of vanilla and cedarwood, because it's very smoky, warm, and spicy with a nice vanillic tone. This is a banger. That word gets thrown around a lot, I know, but this is special. This is really, really good stuff. During the day, Paris Corner, and I'm not even going to try to pronounce the name. And then when I get out the shower in a little bit, like I said before, my goal is to get through this bottle. So I'm pretty much going to exclusively wear this every night moving forward until it's done. Tommy by Tommy Hilfiger. I just love this. This is amazing. One of my favorite fragrances of all time. It makes me feel like a kid again when I smell this fragrance. There is not one fragrance on this planet that's more nostalgic to me than Tommy by Tommy Hilfiger. It's that jam. So tonight, out the shower, Tommy by Tommy Hilfiger. Well, that was this week's rotation, and until next time, do me a real quick favor, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, because I do appreciate all the feedback, and I love hearing from you guys. What'd you guys wear this week? Did we match anywhere? Is there anything that I wore that you're kind of curious about? I'll try to have links to everything down below for you to check out if you're interested. And until next time, I will say if you get your hands on any of the fragrances I wore this past week and you give them a spray now, pretty confident you'll thank me later. Have a good one, guys.